I think the shocking part is that only 5% of your Facebook friends or Instagram friends or TikTok friends, only 5% will that video even scroll through their news feed. Now they make a decision, am I going to click on it or not? But just to have the opportunity to click on it, it runs about 5%. So
That's
like if
shocking.
you're
Yeah.
if you've got like on Facebook where they still allow what is it, 5,000
5,000.
friends,
Yeah.
at the most 250 of them will go through their news feed. And then how many is going to click on that? Certainly not 100%.
No,
And
no.
so the thing about video is if you're just posting on social media, you're going to about 5% of your crowd. And who's to say that 5% is looking to buy or sell or
That it's even the right crowd.
that it's
Yeah,
even the right crowd?
that's right.
And that's why I think like on video marketing, which so I'm not I want you to don't misunderstand me though. Is video marketing powerful? Oh,
Absolutely.
it's very
Yeah.
powerful. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very powerful. Um, but you cannot rely on social media as the main platform to send it out. Like it just doesn't work. Or it works at about 5%. So if you're if
5%.
you're if you're cool with 5%,
Yeah.
knock yourself out. Now I'm not saying not to post on social media, but it's only giving you 5%.
Understand the results of who's actually going to see it. Hey, so Carl, with that information, and by the way, it is absolutely shocking because everybody's like, everybody's going to see the post and the video. Nope,
Nope,
5%,
5%.
and not even
Which by the
5%. They
way,
just get the opportunity to see
yeah,
it.
which by the way, that number has consistently gone down
Yeah,
as Facebook more and more and more, and who could blame them, right? I'd do the same thing, I suppose. Is relying more and more on paid traffic. That if
that's it.
you're if you're not doing paid traffic on social media, you're toast. I'm just going to tell
Yeah,
you right now, you're toast. That you have to do these target audiences. So like if I run an ad on Facebook, I can make it so that the average person I'm targeting, like let's say and they call it a custom audience.
yeah,
I'll upload a list of the top 1,000 agents in my area, or which you don't have to be friends with them, right?
yeah.
You just have to have their name, email address, and it helps if you have a cell phone. That Facebook will then go look, does that person with that name, that cell phone, that email address,
Does
and
it
it really
match up?
you
Yeah,
only need two of the three. Um, but the more information you have, the more likely you'll get a matchup that they will match that person up for you.
hmm,
And then for pennies, they will put that in front of you. And so for me, like if I'm running a paid campaign, on average, I want my average viewer to have seen that or it to be come through their news feed about 5 to 7 times.
hmm.
And so that's kind of the secret number. Any more than seven, it starts to get repetitive. Any less than five, it really hasn't made an impact on them. So, and Facebook will show you, hey, the average person on this targeted list has watched this 3 times. No, I want a few more than that, so I'll keep it running. But yeah, I think there's a lot of misconceptions about video marketing. I tell you some things I've learned about it over the years.
Yeah, tell me. Hey,
So
and by the way, I really appreciate it because we just redid all of the content on the paid, how to run effective paid ads that actually give you results. And I know that who I think it was Ben did it, and our members have access to it, which is just it's been a game changer, Carl. Like
killer
literally,
information.
it makes you the mayor of your town and very targeted, very little dollars. And it's something we just had re-recorded, most up to date, the most effective. And man, I just appreciated that. That was
Yeah.
powerful. Hey, so tell me, okay, so what is it like? How do I get
So
effective? Like
so
I want
so
to
couple
do,
couple things I've learned. So
yeah,
and I would say, gosh, this always sounds weird when I say this, but I think it's important to know. Anytime somebody's giving you information, you have to understand the source.
right.
So I don't know of anybody that's gotten more video views in the mortgage industry than I have.
I would agree.
I mean,
You
I'm
you
just
are the king of digital marketing. Yeah,
and very early in the game. We were early,
yeah,
and I've been
yeah,
doing it for God knows I've been doing it for so many decades,
yeah.
right? Literally decades. And so I don't know if anybody's done any more. Um, but the one thing that I've learned is, and I'm not saying this to be funny, I don't have to be Brad Pitt,
Yep.
or I don't have to be Taylor Swift, or I don't have to be this amazing specimen that God
Model.
created as far as
Yeah,
as far as my looks. I can
that's right.
look average. I can be normal. or some would argue less than normal in my case, right? But I don't have to be Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
right? I don't have to be polished because I'm not. Um, the one thing that I have learned though is the audio is actually more important than the video. So
Mm.
on video marketing, the video, it can be a little dark, it can be a little grainy. And I don't mean dark in the dark sense, right? I mean like
Lighting.
photography,
Yeah, you're talking
yeah,
about
lighting.
lighting.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, go.
Yeah, you always want to do a positive message,
Yeah.
which is another thing I've learned. Like, never give negative news. Always be positive. Never, you'll never guess what the feds did again. Like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
don't ever do that. Like, you want to be that little ray of sunlight coming through that on that poster that shows a storm and that one ray of sunlight. You want to be that ray of sunlight. So for me, it's all about unicorns, puppy dogs, and rainbows. And if something tragic happens that day, I just stay off because
Yeah.
there's going to be enough people reporting the tragic things. What I think is important. I just don't think it's important for me to be given that message. So I stay away from that. So like if there's I don't know, an earthquake or some horrible something happened, I just stay off that day, right? Or for that couple days, and I let that kind of cycle through. But I don't have to be Brad Pitt. Audio is more important than video. So the video can be a little grainy. It can be, the lighting can be off. It could be a little shaky, as I'm
Yeah.
walking or something like that. But the audio's got to be spot on. That you got to have. You can't have wind. If you have wind blowing in the microphone, man, they'll click out in 2 seconds. And
Mm.
so I use these little remote mic
Yeah.
that clips on my shirt. Little
Yeah.
lapel mic,
That's right.
and plug. So one end of it goes on my shirt, the other end plugs right in my cell phone. You can get the wired versions on Amazon for literally like $17, and it's just you just look up lapel mic Droid phone or lapel
Yeah.
mic iPhone, and they come with about a 20-foot little wire. It's about the size of a small spaghetti, super small. You can do that. There's a wireless version I just recently switched over to. If you go to what's that website? carlsmic.com, CARLS Mike, MIC.com. There's a little wireless version I use, but your audio's got to be intact. So you can't hear road noise, you can't hear wind noise,
Yep.
you can't be in an echoey room. That these little lapel mics, where's the wired or the unwired version, they'll cut off all the wind noise, they'll cut off all the echo in a room. So the audio's got to be dead on. I've learned that. I've learned that they need to be short. I don't think they need to be 30 seconds per se, but like I would say, you know, 2 or 3 minutes, maybe four, maybe
At most.
one.
Yeah.
But they got to be somewhat short. I've also learned of posting times,
Okay.
like
Tell me about that. That's
yeah, when to
interesting.
post. Yeah. So I don't think the time of day is as important as the day of the week.
Yeah.
And so it's so one thing that we've discovered is I'll get more views on a Tuesday. I'm sorry, I'll get more views on a Saturday. Surprised me, by the way.
Yeah. So
Because I
more
thought in
people
our
watch
case,
it if it's on a Saturday.
on a Saturday, if I
Yeah.
send a video out or when I send a video out, it'll get more views on a Saturday than any other day, but less people take action. If I send it out on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, not Friday, not Monday. But
Yeah.
if I send it out, I call Friday, they're checked out. Monday, they buried. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are the best action days. So if I'm emailing out to my past database for us to do a mortgage review, or if I'm
Hmm.
sending out to real estate agents to meet me for coffee, or who are you working with this weekend that needs to be pre-approved to make sure it's a good use of their time? Question mark. That kind of thing. That's always going to be better on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But if I'm sending out a message of a little bit of feel good positioning, I'm a
Mm.
real person just like you kind of thing.
Yeah.
I want to speak to their heart more than their head.
Hmm.
Saturday is hands down the best day for that. So if I'm sending out an informational video Saturday, if I want them to click the button or take action or give me a call, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that kind of surprised me. I thought when we started
Hey,
sending
well,
these things out,
there's your $1 million tip. You've
oh,
in, I
that's
mean,
that's
I
that's been a
mean,
biggie. That's
yeah,
been that's
that's through millions of dollars of invested in digital marketing. I mean,
yeah.
that's huge.
I tell you something else I found:
Tell me.
frequency of post.
Hey, talk about that. So, because there's some people say once a month, once a week. What have you found in the frequency? Because this is shocking too about
Whoever
the
makes
the
whoever whoever makes the most offers wins. right? It's
Yeah.
just
Hey, but
whoever does the
also the
most videos.
unsubscribe too. The unsubscribe rate is lower actually the more often you send an email or you send a video. It's
Well, dude,
and
if
that was
you
surprising and shocking. If you
well,
send it
think of it,
once,
man. So if let's pick, I don't know. I date myself on my examples, but these are just my heroes. Think of Oprah,
yeah,
right? Truly one of my favorite people on earth, right?
yeah.
I love that lady and what she's accomplished and where she came from. I just love Oprah. So if you look at Oprah, uh, let's see, what was that show she did that was once a month? Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
don't know it. But the
There
Daily
wasn't one.
Show
There wasn't one. That's right. There wasn't one. So she did it every day.
every day. Wow.
And so you wouldn't say, well, that's too often, because if she did it once a month, everybody forget it and don't know that it's coming on. Where if you do it, it's every day at whatever four, I don't know what time it was because I taped it, but say 4 o'clock in the afternoon, because I know it's going to be on. I remember because it's my daily show, or maybe there's a radio show that you listen to. You know, if you look at like
Hannity. I mean, any of them. The Joe Rogan.
or
Yeah,
dude, if you look at not Saturday Night Live, late night, like late
yeah,
night TV
yep,
show
yep,
with
yep. But any of them. Yep, pick them. They're all yeah.
yeah,
Fallon. They've got
yeah, perfect.
Kimmel.
Like Jimmy Fallon,
Yeah,
right? He doesn't come on once a month. He doesn't come on once a week.
he
Dude, it's
comes on
Monday
every
through
night.
Friday, every single
That's it.
night, right?
That's it.
And the dude's awesome.
Yeah.
And so people think, well, if I send it too often, they'll get tired of me. Only the people that don't like you,
Mm,
right? And look, some of the people's not going to like you, which is shocking fact number 5, by the way. Not everybody's going to love you, and it's okay,
yeah.
right? It's okay that we're not looking for everybody. We're just looking for some people. But I tell you, like, if you think of like, well, gee, doing the video sounds like kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Like, what's the advantages
Yep.
of doing why go to the trouble of it?
Yeah.
So a couple reasons that I came up with. Number one, it builds a personal connection, right?
Mm,
Video marketing, like no other medium, allows loan officers to create a personal connection with the viewers, making them feel engaged and understood and a part of the conversation. So
hmm
it builds a personal connection like nothing else can do. The other thing I found is it enhances trust and credibility,
mm,
and that by appearing on videos, loan officers, they can like showcase their expertise, their reliability, which enhances their credibility, both with their past clients and real estate agents and their future clients. Like if, let's say, something starts to go south on the deal,
yep.
and instead of them thinking, well, I bet this was their plan all along and they knew they couldn't do this and this was a bait and switch. If you're the guy they watch, or you're the lady they watch on the video for the last 6 months, they go, you know what, Debbie would never do this intentionally, so this kind of thing must happen from time to time. Like sometimes you're going to get a flat tire, so it enhances the trust, not just to start working with you, but to be, I don't know, okay when and if something goes a little bit sideways with it.
I love that.
Um, yeah. I think it can drive social media traffic, but that's not the primary way we send them out. The primary way we're going to send out our videos is via email. So email is by far the primary way to get the most views. Send an email out, which, by the way, there's a little trick to it. So you want to send an email out, like nothing works better than having a picture of the video in the email, especially if the picture in the email has movement to it. It
Yeah.
looks like you're already talking.
Yeah.
You can't help but not to click on that picture. And it looks like it's going to, when you click it, like it's going to play it right there. But that's not how any of them work. What it really does is it takes you to the landing page where the video is. And because otherwise you have to send it as an attachment, and you do not want to send a video as an attachment. A lot
Yeah.
of the, like, Google will filter it out, AOL will filter it out, like most of the big email platforms will filter out any kind of attachment when you send it in masses like that, especially a video, because it's so large. I mean, these days,
hmm
sending out a 5 gig video,
It's
dude,
too
that could
big.
be a
Yeah.
1 minute video can be
Yeah.
5 gigs with the clarity of the cameras these days. And
Mm.
so you're going to want it to go to a landing page. And there's, if I can do a shameless plug, the LoanOfficerCRM.ai
Yeah.
has that automatically built inside of it where you can either record a video in the platform or I can record on my iPhone and then upload that into the platform and then send it out in an email to my list of realtors or my past database or my
Mhm.
prospects.
Mhm.
And it inserts in that little picture that looks
Yeah.
like the video is right there. And when they click on it, it automatically goes to the page where the video is, which is all it's all done automatically for you, all hosted inside the LoanOfficerCRM.ai. Did I mention that? Loan Officer CRM, not .com, but .ai, LoanOfficerCRM.ai.
Dude,
That was my,
hey, and it's such a great, I mean, it's the coolest tool that's already built in. And what I love is it's not stagnant, but it actually gives you the movement, which is
yeah.
it
And think
makes
of,
somebody want to click on it, you know?
think of Bomb Bomb Video.
Yeah.
Think of Bomb Bomb. The difference between this and Bomb Bomb Video, it also has built inside where I can say, hey, I want this video to go to the 300 of the top loan officers in, I don't know, Albany, New York, Dallas, Texas.
Mm.
I can pick what area of the country or what area of my state or right here in my area. I pick an area and I say, hey, I want to go into the 300 of the top, give me a list of the top 300. I get that list, send this video out to that 300 people and
Mm.
do that, send out other stuff to them for the next year. So it downloads those, what we call qualified agents all automatically. But yeah, video marketing is a really, really, really big deal. Um, I recommend for video, either A, shoot it using your computer, like Loan Officer CRM.ai, where you just click a button and the camera on your
Yeah.
laptop becomes
Yeah.
your. I think those work great. I think the smartphones like iPhone droids. So, dude, I've got literally probably about 40, $50,000 worth of video equipment. I shoot all my videos right with my iPhone or right inside the laptop. Like what we're doing right here, we're using our laptop
That's right.
cameras to put this on YouTube. And so the smartphone makes a great, great, great video camera. Um, I don't read a script, but I do use bullet points.
That's it.
So,
Yep.
so in my case, I'll get the lovely Mrs. White to hold my iPhone for me, and then I've got a little clipboard, right, strapped around her neck,
I've
right?
seen it. Yeah.
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 So I
Yeah.
just got a little bungee cord, a little short, I don't know, what is it, a foot bungee cord, and I clamp it on either side of the clipboard. She puts it on her neck, and on that clipboard, I might have my 3 bullet points, like the three reasons for your real estate agents why you should use video marketing.
Yeah.
And I might have just the one, two, three, and it helps keep me on track and keep me from rambling. So I don't use a script, but I do like the bullet points to keep me on track.
Mm. Hmm.
So we covered the equipment, regular phone, but you got to have a good,
You got
not
to
a
have
good,
a good mic.
you got
Yep.
to have a good mic. The good news is a good mic will cost anywhere from $17 for the wired ones to $39 for the Bluetooth one.
Yeah.
So
They're
they're
so
they're
good.
super cheap and they sound
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah, they do.
You don't need any outside lighting. Today's cameras, unless you're shooting like at nighttime, natural lighting is going to be more
It's
than
enough.
enough. And
Yeah.
even I can go out there like at sunset, and it still looks like daylight through
Mhm.
my iPhone. So we
We
talked
talked
about
about the days of
the
time
days of
that
the
are most
week.
effective. Yep.
More often is better.
Hmm.
Um, I think we kind of covered it there.
Yeah, that's great. Well, it's great stuff. Years of learning, trial and error to perfect how to maximize videos to market to your
Yeah, and,
people.
and what do you
Hey,
say? Just little short clips, like
yeah.
little 1, 2, 3 minute life hacks,
Yep.
ways that you can help the agent.
Yep.
Don't always talk about mortgages. Talk about other stuff. Talk
Mm-hmm.
about, hey, great things to see in your area.
Mm-hmm.
What's coming up this weekend? Like just Google what's happening in.
Yeah.
I live in Tampa Bay. What's happening in Tampa Bay this weekend? Or if my video is going out to the real estate agents in Jacksonville because I chose them, what's happening in Jacksonville this weekend? Like just ideas. Maybe I'd read Gary Keller's book, The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. I'd read like one page of that, see a good idea, and say,
Yep.
hey, I was just reading Gary Keller's book. I give credit.
Mm,
And boy, I saw this great idea. And here's
that's
the
great.
idea. So
Yeah.
little short thing. So I think
Man,
that's
that's
it,
good.
man.
Good stuff, brother.
Hey, if you want to see a video that I did right on my using my camera on my laptop, If you go to LoanOfficerCRM.ai, LoanOfficerCRM.ai, not .com, but .ai. There's a little video that I shot that kind of walks you through the process. And let me know what you think about that. So go watch that. And if you got some changes that or you think I missed out on something, I'd love your feedback on it. LoanOfficerCRM.ai. So video marketing, it's I think we're going to call this video marketing, not just for the pretty people. And I mean pretty
Mm,
by boys and
yeah,
girls, right?
yeah,
Not
yeah.
just the pretty people, video marketing for
Everyone.
people like us, you
They,
know?
I love it. That's great. All right, brother. Good stuff.
All right. Hey, we'll see you guys. Go check it out, loanofficercrm.ai. Give me the feedback on the video. Go do your video, market it. And dude, go shoot your first video and send it over to me. I'd love to see it. So thanks again, everybody. Appreciate it. Love you, Steve. And can't wait to see you guys' videos. Bye-bye.
See ya.